On a day like today, in 1902, the Cuban flag flew for the first time over an independent country. But I know that today you who call the island home are going through unimaginable difficulties. Today I want to share with you the truth about the reason for your suffering, and I want to tell you what we in the United States offer to help you not only alleviate the current crisis, but also build a better future. The reason you are forced to survive 22 hours a day without electricity is not due to an oil blockade by the United States. As you know better than anyone, you have been suffering from blackouts for years. The real reason you don't have electricity, fuel, or food is because those who control your country have looted billions of dollars. But nothing has been used to help the people. 30 years ago, Raul Castro founded a company called Gaisa. This company is owned and operated by the armed forces and has an income 3 times higher than the budget of your current government. Today, while you suffer, these businessmen have $18 billion in assets and control 70% of Cuba's economy. They profit from hotels, construction, banks, stores, and even the money your relatives send you from the United States. Everything passes through their hands. From those remittances, they retain a percentage, but none of Gaisa's profits reach you. Instead of using the money to buy oil, like all other countries in the world, they relied on free oil from Hugo Chavez and Maduro to keep the money. But now that free oil has stopped arriving for them, they buy fuel for their generators and their vehicles, while the people are asked to sacrifice instead of using the money to maintain and modernize the damaged power plants. They use the money to build more hotels for foreigners and to send their relatives to live in luxury in Madrid, even right here in the United States. Today, Cuba is not controlled by any revolution. Cuba is controlled by Gaisa, a state within the state that answers to no one and hoards the profits of its businesses for the benefit of a small elite. And the only role played by the so-called government is to demand that you continue making sacrifices and to repress anyone who dares to complain. President Trump is offering a new relationship between the United States and Cuba, but it has to be directly with you, the Cuban people, not with Gaisa. First, we are offering you $100 million in food and medicine for you, the people. But it must be distributed directly to the Cuban people by the Catholic Church or another trusted charitable group, not stolen by Gaisa to be sold in their stores. But the Cuban people are not interested in permanent charity. Do you want the opportunity to live in your own country, just as your relatives live in the United States or in other countries around the world? Today, from the media to entertainment, from the business sector to politics, from music to sports, Cubans have reached the top of practically all industries in every country except one, Cuba. Today in Cuba, only those close to the Guise elite or who are part of it can have profitable businesses. But President Trump offers a new path between the United States and a new Cuba where you, the everyday Cubans, not just Giza, can own a gas station, a clothing store, or a restaurant. A new Cuba where you, not just Giza, can open a bank or own a construction company. A new Cuba where you, and not just the Communist Party of Cuba, can own a television station or a newspaper. A new Cuba where you can complain about a failing system without fear of going to jail or being forced to leave your island. And a new Cuba where you have the real opportunity to choose who governs your country and vote to replace them if they are not doing a good job. This is not impossible. All of this exists in the Bahamas, in the Dominican Republic, in Jamaica, and even just 90 miles away in Florida. If owning your own business and having the right to vote is possible all around Cuba, why isn't it possible for you inside Cuba? In the United States, we are ready to open a new chapter in the relationship between our people and our countries. And currently, the only thing standing in the way of a better future is those who control your country.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.